Tuesday. I almost said Monday, but it's Tuesday, July the 28th, and it is 6:01. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
It's your Monday because you weren't here yesterday.
I was not here yesterday.
I will say you were missed, though.
Thank you.
Dylan and I almost came to blows a couple of times.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me get my stories in. You know how it is. No, it wasn't anything like that.
Womp womp.
Womp womp womp. No, it was fun. He was great. He's always great to work with. You know, you just kind of wind him up, and there he goes. I don't know where he gets all that energy, but he got it.
I don't know.
I need it.
I think it's all the monsters.
It may be. Maybe I should drink 3 or 4 of those like he does. Ooh,
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I've never even drank one.
Really?
Have you?
No, not a monster.
But you have an energy drink like
But it don't really do anything.
drink? Nothing? Mm-mm. Yeah, well, I've just kind of always heard that some people kind of react to them sometimes. They get real hyped up.
Yeah.
And,
They don't do anything to
I
me.
prefer the 34 milligrams or whatever it is of caffeine in the Coca-Cola. Which is, by the way, one of the sponsors here on the Morning Mayhem, as we are broadcasting live from Clanton Tractor Studio.
The Diet Coke has 46 milligrams.
Well, maybe this is 46. I don't know. I can't
You
read
need me to
that.
look for you?
Yeah. Check that out, Tyler. See what that says.
34.
Did I not say 34?
I wonder why the
I
diet
knew
has more than the regular. I guess probably
you
the
weren't
sugar.
counting on this brain.
Maybe the sugar.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Anyway,
I'll just have to try it again and see if I can figure it out.
maybe so. You do that. Now I'm going to tell them what national holiday is. It is Tuesday. We said it was July the 28th. I can't believe July is almost over. But today's national holiday is Milk Chocolate Day.
Milk Chocolate Day.
Yeah, but it's not a very good day to have in July.
Yeah.
It's
Eat
gonna
it
be
quickly.
melted, yeah.
Maybe that's why they have it. You have to eat it quickly, and you leave some on the wrapper.
I guess so. But it says we've been adding milk chocolate to beverages since mid-17th century. But in 1875, Daniel Peter invented milk chocolate by mixing a powdered milk developed by Henry Nestle with the liqueur, and it's been milk chocolate bliss ever since.
All right, Henry Nestle. You've heard of Nestle's chocolate?
I always said it Nestle chocolate.
It's Nestle.
Wow.
Yes.
The more you know.
A little bit different. That's the way they do it on TV, so I'm assuming that's the way they pronounce it.
I don't watch commercials.
Well, if you grew up like me and you had 4 channels, you'll watch a lot of commercials.
I think my brain has blocked out that part of my
Yeah,
life that I had to watch commercials.
That could be.
Maybe so.
But
And then it's also National Water Park Day. It says that nearly every state in the United States has a water park, and Wisconsin Dells is the water park capital of the world. However, the largest indoor water park in America is currently in Round Rock, Texas.
Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. Round Rock
right.
is, I believe, just outside of Austin.
I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
mistaken. Yeah, it's like a suburb of Austin,
Yeah.
I think. Now, the Wisconsin Dells, I have been through there.
Really?
And it's, they have some lakes around there, but nothing particularly spectacular about the water. But I'm telling you, it looks like you are driving through 4 or 5 Panama City Beach, the strips.
Oh my gosh.
I happened to go through there. I was on my way to see a fire at a nursing home. I don't know what the town was called, but it wasn't far from there.
Yeah.
And I just kind of accidentally drove through it. I didn't know I was going through it. And it was like, look at this, man. It was really wild, all these. But most of them were
all
shut
of the water
down because
parks?
it was kind of like off season. It was like the winter. And
So you weren't too sad that you forgot your swim trunks?
oh no, I wasn't sad at all. But it was cool that I thought that I discovered something that I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
And then to see it in this morning's report, I thought was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Well,
Wisconsin Dells.
Water park would be good for today because we're under a heat advisory. It's supposed to be the hottest day of summer. The temps are going to range from 74, which we've probably already hit, to
Oh, yeah, it was-
96.
yeah.
But it's going to feel like 98 here in Clanton. But in some places, it's going to feel up to 115.
Well, I saw where the high today forecast for Tuscaloosa was 100.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. That was the only one on the map that I saw was 100s. A few
Yeah.
99s. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, 99, 100. Just psychological at that point, right?
I
Because
know.
it's pretty dang hot either way you go.
It is.
Yeah. But
So-
milk chocolate day, huh?
It
Are-
is.
What's what's your favorite chocolate? You like dark chocolate, white chocolate, or all
I like
chocolates?
all chocolates.
Okay, there you go. That's
My
good.
most favorite chocolate bar, though, is the dark chocolate that's got the little orange pieces in it, the candied orange.
Don't know that one.
It's so good. It's got candy orange
Okay.
and almonds in it. You like that one?
I'm kind
Very
of
good.
my favorite milk chocolate would be what are those things called? The Whoppers.
Oh, yeah, I like
You know,
those
the
too.
malted.
I like the chewy ones.
No. It needs to be crunchy. Don't get confused. That's not a real Whopper, okay?
Yeah, it's just
That's
like
a derivative thereof.
Well, you can't get just chewy ones. It's like one in a pack.
Oh, you mean they get one that was kind of mismanufactured?
Yeah.
And that's the one you like?
Not the caramel ones. Those get stuck in my teeth so bad. What are
I'm
those
not
called?
caramel
They're not
teeth
Whoppers.
dog after you eat 'em.
They're
I like caramel, okay?
I can't think of what those are called.
What, the caramel one?
Milk duds.
Oh.
I don't like those.
Oh, my gosh. Those are...
They will pull your teeth out.
I've lost a couple of feelings trying to eat those things.
Yeah,
Man, they stick.
I know.
Of course, they're hard to beat when you're in the movie theater.
No.
Yeah, that
Bunch of Crunch is the
I like
top
it because
movie.
you buy the box. You know, there's like
You're
6
probably
ounces.
You're probably that person in the movie theater that is like the whole movie
been making
shaking
noise?
your candy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like to fluff up my popcorn, so
And then
it
if
does
you're
make a
eating
little
milk duds,
noise.
it's like,
Okay, look. Well, it was just that one time until that guy threatened me, you know, if I didn't keep my mouth closed while I chewed. And I said, well, sir, did you buy this candy? No, you didn't. He said, no, but I can throw you out of this theater. So I said, okay, no problem. I get it. You don't like, me smacking. We went to the theater. I told you, see Young Washington.
yes.
And we go to this theater. It's the worst thing ever. Are these rocking chair, basically, that they put you in? You can raise the feet.
Oh, the recliners.
it's
Oh,
like-
yeah.
It's an invitation to go to sleep.
It really is.
I mean, what's the movie? What was the movie about?
It's so comfy,
I
but
know
it's
it was about
so
George
easy.
Washington, okay? No, I really had to fight that, though, because I was, I was pretty tired. And
Do y'all take blankets with you to the movie theater?
no,
No?
I don't. My wife does take her jacket, though.
Yeah.
It's like, wasn't it Tasha Hayes was here that day and had the
Yes.
green dress on, and you couldn't see her, you could just see her head,
Yeah.
basically, because of the background.
Shouldn't have borrowed the
so she
sweater.
happened to be in my truck because we had been there, and my wife had left it. And she wore it that day so she could stay on the show that day, as I recall.
Oh, man.
But anyway, we went to the movies and got me some milk duds and some popcorn. I still have the milk duds. I can't eat about 4 or 5 of them because it was like. Then I remember why I don't buy them very often, because they're so sticky.
They are.
They are. They make you talk like this.
But if you ate them today, I think it'd be a little easier since it's so hot.
National Milk Chocolate Day, huh?
Yeah.
So not a Hershey name mentioned in at all.
No, I
But
was
there,
shocked
that is Nestle,
too.
though. And I don't know where that was, but I don't know if that was in America or not.
I'm not
But
sure.
gosh, I would have thought milk chocolate would have been around longer than 1875. That's
Yeah.
well, that's still
I would
150
think
years
so
though.
too, but
It's hard to believe
guess
that's
it was
150 years ago, but it is.
I know. I guess it was just dark chocolate up till then.
Perhaps. My wife is a huge dark chocolate fan.
Really?
She really likes the dark stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Oh gosh, man, what was that brand? They had a store in the mall, and
Oh, Ghirardelli.
well, they did. There's another one, isn't it? I can't remember what it was, but that was her favorite, so I would make sure she had a box of that for Christmas or something.
Oh, the like Russell Stover.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
I can't remember, but it was right there in the courtyard there at the Galleria. It wasn't
I know.
Garibaldi or whatever you just said, but it was something else.
No. Was it Haagen-Dazs?
No, nah,
Well, I don't know then.
Haagen-Dazs. That's kind of
Oh.
Dutch, isn't it?
It sounds like it. I don't know though.
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs
Yeah.
isn't open anymore. Did you know Werther's, speaking of caramel, you can get real, like, Werther's German caramel corn at
I
Disney.
bet one of our listeners knows what was the name of that chocolate store.
Maybe so.
I don't have us pulled up yet.
I
There
don't
we
know.
are. Look at us. There we.
Oh,
there's
gosh.
you and me.
had it turned down. Look at you.
That was just happened once,
Oh,
didn't
my
it? Wasn't that just one
gosh.
time that happened?
Well,
This
actually,
week?
never mind. I hear it now.
I did turn it on yesterday, and it was on. I was like, I'm glad Taylor's not here.
And not with you.
Because Bill, I don't know if Bill can hear it or if he just doesn't care. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care. Doesn't bother me.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we're going to go to break real quick so that you can figure out, one, how to turn your phone all the way down, and two, what the name of that chocolate place is. Y'all
Exactly.
stick around because when we come back, we have Alabama news. We have a guest coming in today,
Yep.
and we have some Miss Manners and Miss Abby's. So y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America, welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts, delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
You know, Taylor, I thought that we were advised at an earlier meeting that we didn't want to come into a break laughing because, you know, we
I
were
know.
we were laughing about something, and then the producer's the one that gets us going. Can you believe it? Talking
He
about
doesn't like to follow
talking
his
about
own
trees
rules.
and but the fact that I print all my stories
I mean,
so that I know what to talk about in case I need to, refer back or quote something,
I will say, you print everything.
Well, I don't have a
Like-
choice, like ads and all are in there. Wait,
Like you.
that one doesn't print ads.
Why do we need? Yes, it does.
That one
I'm
does?
look-
I didn't see any ads. It does?
Oh, never mind. That's the picture.
Oh,
Why do
it's
we
not an
need
ad,
a
was it?
Chick-fil-A
No.
ad?
What now? I'm sorry. I was making fun of you. What'd you say?
You can hear me because you're old, and that's okay.
I know.
Okay.
I have to get kind of defensive.
But yes, I agree. We were told not to come out laughing because you feel left out when you're watching the show. But
You don't know what we were laughing at, but they were
They
making fun of me
didn't.
again. Help me.
we're going to plant trees in honor of Mike while he's still alive because he kills at least 3 to 5 trees a week with his stories, depending on how many
Oh, I
sports
think you're
he
exaggerating.
has.
It's probably 1 or 2, maybe. I mean, come on. Have you seen my woods behind my house? We could
No.
we could make all the paper we wanted to right
Then
back
you
there.
wouldn't have anywhere to do your nature walks. All the
Oh
animals,
yeah, I don't
they
go.
would
I don't,
move
believe me,
away.
I don't walk in actual nature, and I'll tell you what happened last
So
night
this
walking.
whole segment has been a lie.
I walk on the road, the county road, which
Do you
is
hear this?
pretty nature filled. So you actually thought at night I just wandered through the woods, did you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean I have, but it was an accidental thing. It was adjusted my medication. I was fine after that. I didn't do it anymore.
This has been a lie.
Last night walking, I could hear him. I was coming down our driveway, just getting started, and I saw all kinds of wild things, wild animals.
Really?
All right, so we want to talk about the August 11th special congressional primary election.
Is that the wild animals that you
is
were
a
talking about?
mouthful. The what?
Is that the wild animals?
Yeah, they're pretty wild. I hear District 2 over there. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. But no, it's coming up August 11th, which is what, 2 weeks? I guess today is Tuesday. It'd be 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
So it's a special primary, and there are, we've been talking about this for months, about the congressional redistricting, or,
Oh, yeah.
they redrew the maps.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
what this is. Alabama went ahead and did it because the Supreme Court came back and said, hey, you can't base a congressional district strictly on race.
Yeah.
You can't do it. So that you can elect, somebody, a particular somebody. And so Alabama went back to a map they had drawn, I think 3 years ago, 2023, I believe it was.
Back to the drawing board.
Well, no, they really didn't have to. They just went back and used the one they had drawn up 3 years ago, which had been ruled as intentionally discriminating against blacks, black Alabamians, and I don't think that was the case, and it's not the case. I mean, when you get me started on this, I start thinking about the Northeast and the West, how there'd be 40% Republicans and 0 representation in their congressional caucus or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And so Alabama has every right to do the same thing, and that's exactly what we've done. Although it's not nothing is a guarantee. The fact that you redistrict it a certain way still means you got to put forth a good candidate. Mm-hmm. But here are the candidates running in the Republican primary. I really only recognize just a couple of these names, so there's a good chance we'll have some really new congressmen coming up. But in District 1, you have Lucas Berger, Jerry Carl, who's a former, he's the one that got removed from the seat a few years ago after it was deemed unconstitutional. John Mills and Austin Sidwell all running for the Republican nomination. In District 2, it's Hampton Harris, Christian Horn, Rhett Markey, David Matthews, Joshua McKee, and James Richardson. In District 6, which is our district, is Gary Palmer. You probably heard of him. And
Yeah.
Case Dixon. And District 7 is Amy Aiken and David Perry. And the Democrat, you have the Democrat Party has their only primary is in District 6 is Jacob Bama, I guess, or Boma Sims, Ashton Kennedy, Maurice Mercer, and Keith Pilkington. So they decide, these races, of course, decide who the nominees are going to be in these districts in the November 3rd general election, which is coming up. And, of course, they're rehashing the story about why the May 19th election that we were in.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is there a problem? No. Is there something on my? Is there a spider on my foot or something?
No.
I noticed you look down. But anyway, it's pretty interesting that this is happening because this is unprecedented. We're in uncharted territory. We've never had this happen before in our state. At least not that I could find any record of. But anyone can vote in the Republican or Democratic primary. Now, there's been some discussion, some rumors about the Democrats encouraging their voters, I guess, to vote, cross over, if you will, and vote in the Republican primary.
Yeah.
In other words, to help try to influence who their candidate will be, or their nominee will face in the general election. So obviously they would like to find somebody who is, quote, weaker and support them and see if they could beat the favorite.
Yeah.
And one of the people they're trying to get after is this Jerry Carl gentleman. It's a South Alabama district. But he was, like I said, was a representative, lost his seat after he got, basically he got drawn out of a job. And that's what the Republicans are trying to do to Representative Shamari Figures, who was just elected in 24 with this rejected map that had to be withdrawn or redrawn. And the big problem I think Alabama had with it, Taylor, was that we had federal judges deciding what our congressional districts would look like instead of Alabamians.
Yeah.
That's just wrong. I mean, and especially with the Supreme Court backing us up, we're going full steam ahead, and I say backing us up, backing up the Republican Party. I tend to vote Republican. I'm not registered in any party, but I do tend to align myself with the Republicans more so than the Democrats. But anyway, it brought to mind, I think it was the election of 86, maybe 90, somewhere in there. Alabama had two Democrats were running. One was named Charles Graddick, and the other was Bill Baxley, I believe. I believe I'm right, that were running for governor. And they wanted to influence who they were going to face in the Republican primary. So they encouraged Democrats to cross over. It was called crossover, and vote for the Republicans. And there was a lot of hullabaloo about it, a lot of lawsuits. It was decided that they couldn't do that. But apparently something has changed because now the Democrats are saying, go vote in the Republican Party. Or at least they deny, their party leaders say. But in Alabama, thank goodness, I believe that they are pretty much in disarray. And other than unless you were to specially draw a district for them, like was done by the federal government, by our federal courts, then, hey, they're not going to win a statewide election in the state of Alabama. At least I don't think they will. But a couple of them have been redrawn, so it's, pretty close, that there's a pretty close number of even matched number of Republicans and evenly matched Democrats as far as the number of voters. So it's really going to boil down to, and we talked about this all the time, it's really going to boil down to who is going to be able to get the voters out.
Yeah.
To actually come out and vote.
Because I feel like it's going to be a really low vote count.
Well, we only had one out of 5 registered voters vote last time.
Yeah.
Now, that was in the runoff, which is, typically lower than a primary or a general election. So, anyway, that's what's happening, and it's coming up real quick, 2 weeks, we're going to be voting.
Yeah, it'll
so
be
I
here
want to
before you
encourage
know it.
everybody to vote, even though we're pretty sure that Gary Palmer is going to win. Don't assume that. Get out there and support your candidate to help ensure that they win.
Yeah.
So that's that.
There's that. Well, I have a story about Governor Kay Ivey and her signing an order based on screen time. They're wanting to study the use, risk, and benefits of screen-based instruction in classrooms.
What were you saying? I was looking at my phone.
Why are you looking at your phone?
Well, it was just a joke because you're talking about screen time, right? Oh. Right over her head, folks. Sorry.
In Alabama, K through 12 classrooms.
Yes. They're trying to cut back on it, aren't they?
Yes. Anyway, they are expected to go study it, record it, come back in the 2027 session with what they found. And it says children's overexposure to screens is a barrier to classroom learning, and it really affects their critical emotion and social skills, which I agree with. And so they're going to focus on that, explore all that. But it says that the Focus Act was passed in 2025 already, and that prohibits cell phones in classrooms and requires local school boards to adopt internet safety policies. So I think that is going to be moving the right direction. So I
agree.
I mean, I feel like some screen time is okay. Like some video learning, some brain breaks, video songs, like learning songs. But it's just becoming kind of a crutch.
Well, I saw this news segment, and these scientists had done this study, and they had determined that going back to the way we did it with books, actual physical books, and making people write instead of type.
Yeah, it helps it stick more.
It helps it stick more, and also helps them develop even more.
Yeah.
For some reason. Like our granddaughter right now, she is working so hard. She's 6 years old, and Raynette is trying to teach her how to write her name in cursive,
Yeah.
language. So anyway, I hope that she's successful, and she will be. She's so sharp. She'll pick it up probably before school starts.
Yeah.
But they're working on it. She was showing me how her V's were looking.
Aw.
Her name's Victoria.
A lot of kids nowadays, they can't write good in print because it's all online and
I
it's
know.
all
Their thumbs
typing.
are good, though. They got really good muscles right there,
Yeah.
See that?
Win
that
a lot of
flexible
thumb
does?
wars.
Ooh, look at yours. You have real good thumb muscles.
Thumb War champion of 2026 right here.
Yeah, and you have calluses on your thumbs, and
I don't think so.
where where you're using it so much. Well, you would
Why
if
are
you
you
had the
projecting
old,
that on
the old,
me?
the first smartphone that came out. What is that thing called? It had buttons, so you had to actually.
Oh, I know. I could type so fast on those buttons
Yeah.
in 6th grade.
Click, click,
I was
click,
like,
click, click. Oh, one last thing before we go to break about the Alabama GOP. They have a RNC. It's the first time they've ever had it. Republican midterm convention, which is scheduled in September in Dallas. And in our Congressional District 6, we have 2 delegates that were elected. One is Clanton's own Renee Powers. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Mrs. Powers. That is a great honor.
Oh, sorry.
She's had
My alarm clock's going off.
Are you telling me it's time to go to break? And then our state senator, April Weaver, is also a delegate to that convention.
Wow.
So congratulations, ladies.
Yes.
All right, 6:29. We're going to come back right after these words from our sponsors here on the Morning Mayhem. You're watching Piper Peach Radio.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America, welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts, delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life, and that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
No.
Hey, 6:32, Taylor.
No, you're supposed to
Man,
go, hello,
30
hello,
minutes.
hello,
I know.
hello.
I can't do that. I can do the hello, hello, and then you have to take it from there. That's about that's as many. Is that called an octave?
I think so.
Okay, that's as far as I can go. Hey, I just want to say good morning to Rhett Hillier is watching. Good morning, Rhett.
Also,
Hope everything's
TNT
going
Peanuts.
good. TNT Peanuts.
Yeah.
Tell me about TNT Peanuts. You said you knew something about them one time, I thought.
I don't know. We had said they could come set up here.
I know.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
That would be cool.
I'm kind of a boiled peanut
I love boiled
fan.
peanuts.
I can't stop. It's like,
I know.
if they're in the bag, they're going to be eaten.
Especially if they're hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah. Really good stuff.
Yes.
So what you got going on over there? Something about a
Well,
hero.
I do. I have an American hero. So a homeowner in D'Iberville, is that how you say it?
D'Iberville.
That's what I thought. Louisiana is hoping to ID a woman that was caught on their Ring camera. And normally you hear that and it's like, oh gosh, what happened?
Badness. A porch pirate.
Yeah. But this lady stopped and picked up the homeowner's American flag that had fell down during a storm whenever Tropical Storm Bertha was coming through. And you could see her on the video they posted of pulling over, jogging, grabbing the flag. And she tried to set it up like out of the rain on their porch and was making sure not for the flag not to touch the ground at all. And so I thought that was really neat.
That
It's
is
kind
really
of a different
neat.
story than what you normally hear about Ring cameras.
I saw a video not too long ago about I'll say UPS driver. I'm not sure what company it was, but it was some delivery driver.
Yeah.
And he obviously had served in the military. He saw the flag was awry, some wind apparently, because it was still in its little place, but just didn't look right. He got it and straightened it up and did it. Then he turned around and saluted it. I was
Aw.
like, man, that was like, did my heart so good to see that guy do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we really do have a great country, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't take a bunch of foreigners coming through, like for the World Cup, for a month, coming through our country and then flooding the internet with their videos about how much they love this and love that, and America's great, and you know the people are so friendly. In other words, we are a friendly bunch, and we don't typically have a whole lot of folks that are so distraught about things, but there are seemingly a few.
Yeah.
And then when you give them a social media platform like we have, you know, they can reach a lot more people. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way,
And I
perhaps
feel-
influence more people.
And I feel like there's probably always been people that haven't been happy with things, you know, obviously, because no one's happy all the time. You can't make everyone happy.
True.
But social media really just highlights it,
Yeah, it does.
makes it even worse.
But that seeing that delivery driver, what he did, is very. When you talked about it, it reminded me of that story, and I was
Yeah.
thinking about that guy.
I love that. Well, I also had a good news story from Tuscumbia, and it is about Johnson Thompson, which that's one heck of a name.
Yeah, that's 2 last names.
He's 17 years old. He was just hanging out in his family's workshop because he couldn't sleep one night or early morning. And a car came rolling to a stop in front of their house. And he went out there, was trying to figure out what was going on. A 76-year-old lady stumbled out. She was really disoriented. And he said that she asked, like, where the nearest emergency room was. And that she would just walk to it, but it was 1.5 miles away. And so he basically had to force her to stay there with him while he called 911. And they came, picked her up, took her to the hospital, found out that she had a brain bleed, and they life flighted her to Birmingham. And the medical staff said that had he not been as quick about calling and helping her as he was, that she would have passed away.
You know, does it say what time of the morning it was when this happened, or is this early
In the article,
hours?
it said that it was like 3 or 4 a.m.
I mean,
it was
that
like
is
really early.
I know, and I wonder. I bet he doesn't normally get up at 3 a.m.
No, it
so-
said that he just happened to not be able to sleep and went down to their workshop.
Well, that's a higher power at work, Taylor. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. That's not
Especially being
things
17
like that
years
don't
old.
happen by coincidence. You
I
know what I
know.
mean? That was meant for him to do that and see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even as a 31-year-old person, if somebody stopped in front of my house, like I wouldn't be checking out to see like what they're doing, you know? Like I
Well,
would be a little scared.
17-year-old guy, probably
I guess so.
not too afraid of much.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
But it says that
Maybe doesn't realize, how the danger that it could have been.
maybe not. But the lady's name is Fanny Garner. It said that she had driven 15 to 20 miles in that condition and that her family tracked down the young man to thank him, calling him a hero and an angel, and that she plans to attend his graduation, and that Senator Tommy Tuberville also publicly honored him on July the 20th, so just about a week ago, and presented him the key to Tuscumbia.
To Tuscumbia.
So, I thought that
up
was
there in
really
the
cool.
Quad Cities up there in the
Yep.
northwest corner of our beautiful state.
That's right.
Congratulations there, Johnson. What a fine thing you did.
I know.
And she will forever be grateful.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean, brain bleed is, I guess, I'm thinking like a near bursting of an aneurysm kind of thing
Yeah,
is what
I would think so.
think of when I hear that. I don't know. The article doesn't really go into too many more specifics.
No, not really.
Not too
Well,
much.
you gave us some sad news earlier before we started the show.
I know, but as I read the article and kept going, I found out maybe it's not quite as sad as I thought.
Yay!
But back in 1955, I was not born then, no matter what you think. A lady named Pauline Phillips started this advice column. I forget the story. I've heard it before, but it's basically she was, a fill-in at the newspaper, and it turned out into a lifetime, still going, is Dear Abby. Dear Abby is hanging up her pen.
Aw.
39 years later. Okay, so this mom did it for 31 years.
Yeah.
And then her daughter, Jeannie or Janine, I can't remember what it is.
So it's Abby and Abby Jr.
Yep. So she took over the column in 1987. Y'all, I remember when she took over. I don't remember it being 40 years ago, but apparently it was.
That was
So
just
she
10 years
started
ago.
in 1987, and she said that she's looking forward to life without a deadline.
Oh, I bet.
I can't blame her at all. And she thanked her assistants and everything. And her name is Jeannie. Jeannie. I thought it was Janine, but it's Jeannie. Jeannie Phillips. Of course, she's also known as Dear Abby. But she does say this: in the years ahead, my column will continue to serve you.
Oh,
That's
good.
the part I missed earlier, is I thought it was over.
Yeah.
But she's the one that's going to be over. So it will be written by a capable editorial staff. Please wish me a happy retirement as I open this new chapter of my life.
Oh, nice.
How about that? And then I guess this would be her final advice column right here.
Oh, man.
We got time for it?
Sure.
Okay. My husband's brother, Hank, has estranged himself from the family. He's married with 2 children, but has little to no contact with his mom, dad, stepdad, sister, brother, who's my husband, she says, or any of his nieces and nephews, except when he calls his parents for money.
Oh,
On the rare occasions I have seen him, his wife refused to participate in any family gatherings, dinners, or even photos. There's always a string of excuses or obvious lies, and none of us can understand why they have chosen to stay so distant. It's painful and confusing. Just sounds like a little bit of lack of communication, doesn't it, to you, Taylor?
Yeah.
I mean, somehow there's some problem there. But anyway, Hank is apparently quite manipulative, and he likes to try to talk his mama out of money.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, as her in-laws, her mother-in-law begins to age and they become more vulnerable, they're very concerned that Hank will find new ways to find advantage of them.
Yeah.
So she says, is there anything I can do? Signed, Conflicted in Missouri. And Dear Abby, in her last column, says, Dear Conflicted, manipulating older folks to get them to fork over money is called elder abuse and is against the law. And she said it may be premature since your in-laws are mentally competent, because it does say that. It couldn't hurt for you and your husband to consult an attorney who specializes in elder law and discuss your concerns, because crimes like this happen all too often. Good advice from Dear Abby.
Yeah.
You know, my mom is deceased, but my dad is 91, so he's about as elder as you can get. Mm-hmm. And just we're glad to have him in a home where his contact with the outside world is much more limited.
Yeah.
Because when he was living on his own, he was getting taken advantage of left and right. All these companies selling him this, selling him that.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
And then, too, the people that call, and they're like, I have your son, send me $4,000. Like,
Exactly.
No, I mean, I heard on the radio the other day, they were talking about, it's a podcast I was listening to, and they were saying that to younger people, that sounds ridiculous, but like older people, that they've always just trusted, like, sending people checks to pay their bills, or, you know, just like sending cash to pay things. And that whenever they would get a call, because that they didn't have email and text and stuff like that, when they would get a call, it would normally be legitimate, and that their check didn't make it there, or, you know, something happened, and they would send another one and everything would be okay. And so that's the mind frame that they're coming from, is that it's a legitimate call because that's how it's always been.
Yeah. Well, you just don't know what it was like to just have a phone on the wall, no caller ID. It just rang, you'd pick it up.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people, that, you know, marketers got pretty smart and started saying, hey, let's try to sell things over the phone.
Yep.
And so they did, you know.
I hate that.
Anyway, yeah, me too. Me too.
Well, it is 6:44. We're going to go to break real quick. We're about to close out the first hour of Morning Mayhem. When we come back, I have a funny story, and Mike has a few stories about some local colleges. So y'all stay tuned. In the second hour, we're going to have a guest, so you're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back after the break. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Hello.
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 Hello. I just can't do it. I mean, it's just not
for
there
effort,
anymore.
you know?
Yeah,
A for
exactly.
effort.
I definitely deserve an A for effort.
Well, you're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. We're not singers, but we're yappers, so I hope you have your ears
Hey,
ready.
do we have sponsors on this show?
We sure do.
We need to talk about some of them, don't we?
know.
We mentioned Coca-Cola to start,
We did.
and then we have others.
Also, with Surfside Marina.
We were talking about Putter Up the other day, and Putter Up has got a new arcade.
Do they?
I saw that they finished it sometime in June,
Yeah.
and now they're really starting to advertise it. And I thought that was really cool, to have
I need to take Decent there before school starts.
like
You
an
know,
arcade. I don't know. We talked about arcades before and how much
Yeah.
fun they were. And
Decent's real big into
back
golf.
in the day, the old arcades. I mean, I'm not sure about the new ones. I don't know that. I'm not really good with the new video games.
Yeah.
Never was able to figure out how to work the board.
Have you ever been to Funland?
Not sure.
It's in Panama City.
Oh, I'm not sure that we went to Funland, but there is an arcade that we go to.
Yeah.
And I was an old time. I love skee ball.
Yeah, me too.
And then they took my skee ball thing away.
Aw.
And I guess they figure they can make more money with these video machines
Probably
than,
so.
than
I
old
keep
fashioned skee ball.
talking about Funland. I don't even know if Funland's still open. But whenever I was growing up, that would be our last stop before going home. We'd stop at Funland, play in the arcade, get a breakfast sandwich because they have like a little bar there. Not a bar, but like it's
Is
almost
that
like
kinda
a
on
grill.
the western side?
Yeah,
And I bet you that's the same one we go to.
probably so.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we go home.
Hey, I don't blame you. I love to watch. Well, I used to love to watch my children, son and daughter, over the years. My son's 39, so it's been a long time. Watch him play skee ball or
Yeah.
other games and win all the tickets,
Oh, yeah.
and then it was time to take your tickets and go to the
That's the
counter
best.
and decide what is it that I wanted, And he'd have, I don't remember how many, a bunch of tickets. We'd play for a while, and I got to where I was pretty good at it, and I could really score and get a bunch of tickets and help him,
Yeah.
And so, and Hannah too, and Victoria for that matter. But that was back in the day. Do you know where? If you know Panama City, then you probably know. Gosh, what is it? Steakhouse with Big Gus out front.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is it Angelo's?
Angelo's, thank
Yeah.
you. Angelo's got the big Gus is big steer out front, And right next to it, or close to it, used to be. There's still some racetracks and stuff right there. And there was the ski ball thing. You know.
We always went to the batting cages there.
That's exactly right. The batting cages were there. In fact, that was the big draw. And then you'd go in there and cool off.
Yeah.
In the shade, because you had the nets above you, which didn't provide a lot of shade. It was better than nothing, I guess. But a lot of holes in those nets. Little pun there.
But with all that being said, Putter Up is a sponsor, and so is Woods Surfside Marina, 2 places that you want to visit before school goes back. So, also This and That Vinyl, they've got a lot of school t-shirts, whether you're a teacher, a bus driver, or a student. They've got so many t-shirts. I actually just ordered from them last night.
They're really good.
They are.
They're really good at what they do.
Yes, and they're quick. They've got a really quick turnaround time.
I agree with that. I remember they did some things for me, and it was like a day or something.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. I don't remember.
Speaking of Funland, I have a story
Funland.
about a lady. I think I might have misplaced it. Darn. Hold on just a second. Here it is. 96-year-old Lillian Droniak, a.k.a. Grandma Droniak, is a TikTok star that had went viral after her retirement home sent a formal warning to her.
What?
Yes. So, 96 years old, living in an assisted and a retirement home. The staff cited noise complaints, guests leaving at all hours of the night, and her serving alcohol to other residents. And she was
Grandma.
notified.
Can't believe it.
She was notified her warning and that her residency could be reviewed because of the actions that she was taking. And
Well, what'd she do about it?
That's what I was about to say. How do you think she responded? She tore the letter up on camera, and she stated to her TikTok followers that she pays $12,000 a month to live there and that she would do what she wanted.
$12,000. Now that's quite a bit more than I'm paying for Daddy right now, or
That
we're
is
paying for Daddy right now.
steep.
But still, wow, that's a lot.
I know.
Makes you think you can do what you want to.
Yeah. But it says that the issue has since been resolved, that she can keep her guests late, that it's her choice of what time she wants her guests to leave, but she can no longer pour up drinks for her fellow residents. And she agreed to that.
So that was a negotiated settlement, right?
It was negotiated. But I thought that was wild.
That is wild.
But in the nursing home, like if they want to, if they are in their right mind, if they're not like suffering from dementia,
memory ward, they call
if they're
it, a
not
lot
in the
of 'em.
memory lane, they can partake in alcohol.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can't serve it to others. They can partake in relationships. All the things. And you as an employee can't do anything because that takes away from their
Freedom. Yep. Well, it's basically an apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can see I can see her point.
Yeah.
Although I find it hard to believe that it would bother anybody, because how could they hear it?
I know, right?
How could they hear if they were making noise or late at night or something? I don't believe it. I think it's just somebody made up something to try to
You think so?
harass this person. I do.
It's probably the staff.
Because-
because it says that staff cited noise complaints. It's probably the night shift workers.
Yeah, it's like I can't sleep.
That are like,
I'm not getting my rest at night.
I can't get my
and
nap up here at the
That's what I
nurse's
meant.
station.
I can't sleep. Yeah, I should have said nap. You're right.
But I thought that was wild.
That is wild.
And then you have some wild things from a
Well-
couple of local schools.
Well, I'm just going to start with the University of Alabama.
Yes, I saw this one and I meant to make a note of it and forgot.
And I mean, it is so long of a story. But basically what it boils down to is that the football team, they have, the University Student Government Association has announced a schedule in collaboration with the Pan-Hellenic Association. I forget what that word means.
Pan-Hellenic or Hellenic. It's the
Is it like the Greek system?
yeah,
Okay.
like the
So it's like
sororities and
fraternities and
fraternities.
sororities. Okay. I thought that was it, but I didn't look it up.
Yes.
But it says fans and students are encouraged to wear certain colors for corresponding games for the upcoming 2026 season.
Yeah.
So Auburn's been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
They'll say, wear white, wear blue, wear orange, and I
don't
guess I
have
would
to.
sometimes. Most of the time, I was like, I'm gonna wear what I want. I'm
Yeah.
buying the tickets. You ain't buying them. I'm paying for them.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would do that, or
I know. I did see
try
where
that.
it said that Auburn and Alabama fans both were in disagreement with that. That they were like, "This is ridiculous."
Well, here's the breakdown by game versus East Carolina. Wait, let me get to the big one. They got the dates on it, I think.
I mean, I think
They have
it's just
7 home
something
games
fun.
this year. No, there's no dates on
You
here.
know, I mean, I think it's just meant to be fun, and I think it is cool personally when I watch the
See everybody in the same.
games. Yeah, because you can tell which fans are which.
Auburn went so far as a couple of games where they would say, in this section you wear white, this one you wear blue,
I've
this one
seen
you
that,
wear
yeah.
orange, and so it looks that way all over the
Yeah.
stadium. And it is pretty cool. I agree. But anyway, against East Carolina, fans are encouraged to wear crimson. These are all home games, of course. And versus Florida State, they said black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Black? Where's Alabama got anything to do with black and white? I don't know. South Carolina is a fan's choice. Could wear green, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Georgia's white. South Carolina is a fan's choice. Chattanooga's black and white. And then Auburn is crimson. And then there were some reactions from the fans I thought was the coolest part. Because, the post that when they put this out, they said, we know outfits are a key part of the game day experience, and now it's easier than ever to coordinate with the student section without feeling restricted. I don't know what that means. Have to wear a certain shirt? I guess you would be restricted there, huh? But here's some of the reactions to it. After apparently the students went crazy, they didn't like it. They don't like to be told, what they can and can't wear.
My gosh.
And so they took it down from their Instagram
These
post.
are probably the same people that didn't dress up for homecoming week.
Probably.
A bunch of sticks in the mud.
And then here's this one lady. And I think she's tongue in cheek when she says this, but I don't know. It is SEC football we're talking.
Yeah.
She says game day fashion is one of the most sacred traditions in SEC football. How dare the University of Alabama try to control it? See, they think control. I don't think it's controlling. Do you? I think it's ridiculous. And it
I think
says
these people are losing their marbles.
Sir Barnes a lot, which I assume sounds like an Auburn fan, right? Barnes says Auburn and Alabama fans are united in their hate of being told what to wear for football games. Like I said, Auburn's been doing this for the years, and there have been times I'm like, no, I'm not wearing orange. I'm wearing,
That's
what I want
probably
to.
why they're so against it, is because Auburn has been doing it for years.
Well,
if they came up with it, they would be all for it.
Well, there is one Bammer comment here, I'll say.
Not the
But here's what one
Bammers.
person says. Says wearing black in September for a 2:30 kickoff game is a wild ask.
Yeah, that
It's
really
gonna
is.
be warm.
It's gonna be hot.
Don't you think?
I mean, I think they could do pom poms, that color, or something.
The last comment they put in the story was, stealing terrible Auburn gimmicks is what happens
Exactly.
when you pack the campus with kids from out of state.
Oh, good Lord.
Alabama it's always been a national university, don't get me wrong, but they really have a lot of people from out of state.
There are a ton.
Because they are recruiting the top. And it's really squeezed out places for the local student,
Yeah.
I doubt I could have got into Auburn back in these days. I don't know if I could get into Auburn the way my grades were back then. But I was a Alabama student and I did well enough, I guess, in high school.
Yeah, and you signed the agreement that you were going to wear what color they wanted you to wear.
Well, yeah, I signed it, but it's not enforceable.
So there's that.
Anyway,
And you participated in homecoming.
very rarely.
Okay, we're going to go to break. It's
All
7
right.
o'clock. We're in the second hour. I need a break. We are going to hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to have Rachel on later in the hour. So y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Hello. 1,
We're
2, 12.
back. 7:04 here on this Tuesday. You're watching the Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike here.
You sure
live
are.
at the Clanton Tractor Studio here on Piper Peach Radio. Hey, we want to say thanks to all the people on Facebook and YouTube TV. And, I mean, we can't see the YouTube TV, but we appreciate you guys watching and, of course, all the folks out there listening.
Yeah. All the listeners headed to work or wherever you may be. Thank y'all. And also thank you to Workout Anytime for sponsoring the show. Also, Bama Benefits, Miss Kim Robinson.
There you
She
go.
came a little while ago and brought us some goodies that were just so good.
Yep.
Well,
I'm still getting a lot of conversation from folks who saw us with those things from, is it Sugar Chaos? Is that
sugar-coated chaos.
Sugar-coated Chaos, right. And all the cookies that she brought us.
They were so good.
They were good. You know, the thing I liked about them is that they were not, how can I say, overly sweet. Have you ever had a cookie? It's just like, I don't know. I don't really like it to be just overwhelming with sugar.
I know.
You know, this was very good, very tasty.
Yeah.
And it looked just like the Peach Water Tower. And
it did.
Yeah.
And normally those cookies like that, the decorative cookies, they're kind of hard to eat. They're really not dry, but like hard.
The glaze.
Just crunchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these were not. These
They
were
were not.
wonderful. So
Of course, I think she had just made them. They were like they were
so.
really good.
They were
really
delish.
good. Delish.
Well, it is 7:06. Today is Tuesday. It's July the 28th, and we are under a heat advisory. So be sure to hydrate, and stay cool today.
Hydrate. Yes. Doesn't take a whole lot to work up a sweat outside. Just walk outside.
I know.
That's basically it. But going for those walks and stuff, I was coming down my driveway last night, okay? And I
Because
hear...
you don't walk in the woods.
I don't walk in the woods.
Okay.
I have, but I don't generally. I certainly don't do it in the summertime. There's lots of creepy crawlies out there. I did see a snake yesterday, number 19 of the season
gosh.
around our properties.
I bet Raynette loves that.
Oh, yeah, I don't tell her most of the time because she's like, we'll have to cut that tree down, There was a snake bite. But anyway, I was coming down the driveway, and I guess it was about 8:45. It wasn't quite 9 o'clock. And I hear these owls, and I know there's multiple.
Oh, my goodness.
Because one of them is going whoop, 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 and I'm going wow, wow, wow. I mean, they're like talking to each other. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not the first time I've heard it. But they, well, well, I guess I finally done it. I finally turned over the tickle box there.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
But anyway, they're
awful
really talking to each other, Taylor, okay? Listen, this is serious talk, okay? You need to get it together, okay? Hey, this is fun, y'all. I've not seen this beet red face before.
Oh, my goodness.
Unless, except for the library comment. That was pretty good, too, back in the day. But I got down. I knew about where they were because I see them all the time. We talked about them being very territorial, and they so that's what I figured was going on. Either that or, some of them trying to mate or something. I don't know what they were doing, but boy, they were going after each other, and they're usually, well, I say usually when I see them, they're not so high up in the tree. They're kind of lower. You find a lower limb. A lot of times they'll look for a dead or dying limb because it's clear and no leaves on it, and they like to perch on that. At least that's what I see.
Yeah.
And so I spotted one of them, and I could not find the other one. And a lot of times when you walk up, they shut up. They're like, "Ooh, we got a visitor, watch out," or is that prey? And so I didn't see them except the one, and so I kept walking. And they were quiet for several minutes while I was in their neck of the woods, I guess you'd say. And I walked to the other end of the road. And as I'm coming back, I can hear them. They started up again. I mean, they are fighting, it sounded like. And sure enough, I spotted them. And they were going, ooh, ah. But, I mean, they were like flapping their wings at each other. Like they were really, it made me think one of them was from out of the territory.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. I was thinking, but they were way up in the tree, like way up high, like 30, 40, 50 feet. And I was watching them, and they were fighting, and then suddenly they separated themselves, but they were still 10 feet from each other, so it was pretty wild.
My gosh.
Man, but I love those walks and get to see different things. Let's see, saw a couple of raccoons.
Aww.
I saw my first buck, I can't remember, a long time.
Yeah.
I've always seen does, but this one had about, 4-inch antlers. It was pretty small. The deer was actually pretty big, but the antlers were not.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least. I assume they're growing. I don't know how exactly that works. They lose them for a while, and then they grow them back. So I don't know. But it was pretty fun.
What kind of snake did you see?
A water moccasin, a cottonmouth. Yeah, he was big, too. He was fat.
Like this. Yeah.
Man, those things go through you see them out and they're baking in the sun, Taylor, they're gray.
Yeah.
But when they go in that water, they turn that black and kind of red. They got like little stripes almost on them.
Yeah. I hate to see them in the water.
Oh, I know it. But boy, they are something to watch them snake their way through the water.
I was about to say, I feel like we've talked about this before. There's snakes that swim under the water, and then there's snakes that swim on top of the water. Which one are those?
They swim on top. Now they can't swim underneath.
Those, oh, I do not like them. They freak me out.
Yeah.
They look like the snakes off of the Christmas special. The Santa Claus, I think it's A Year Without Santa. Or maybe...
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
not sure where the snakes come in on that.
The snakes pull the sled.
I guess I missed that one.
I'll have to find it
I
and
have
show
to
it to you.
rewatch it.
They make me think of that, and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
What? You don't like people making their snakes pull the sled, or you don't like the snakes?
Just how they move. They're like,
Yeah.
you know,
They don't
like-
really do that though.
when they
They
swim
kinda-
on the
They're
top.
just sidewinders. Have you ever seen what they call it
Well,
out west, a sidewinder? How it moves literally
Yeah.
from the like it's going
well,
sideways.
I saw one up at when we went to Wheeler
Yeah.
National.
Yeah. Love that place.
Yeah. Well, we were staying on the river close to that place, and there was one on top of the water there, and its body was moving, but its head was like straight up, and I was like,
Watching out.
did not like
Well,
it.
You know, there are big
Limited.
fish in that river that could eat the snake.
Yeah.
I saw that happen once.
Really?
Remember when we were talking about birding? And we were up in North Alabama, and I told you about we were watching this snake cross this lake and got right to the end, and this giant fish busted it.
remember that.
It didn't kill it because the snake, got out, but
Oh my
it wanted to.
gosh.
It was just too
Yeah.
big. The snake was just too big for it. Yeah,
Holy
man,
moly.
wildlife is so much fun. From a distance, I don't really want to
Definitely.
see one up close. But I think my count is right. I think that was 19 snakes that I've seen this year.
That's wild. Thankfully, I haven't
My
seen any
record,
around
my
my
record
house.
for the snake season, whatever that is 70.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I got into a place there right off the creek, and of course
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not like seeing them on the road. That's their natural habitat, of course.
Yeah.
But regardless, I saw them. Right. That's what I told my wife. She said, "Oh, you can't count those." I said, "Why not? It's a snake."
Yeah.
And it's just something I do to pass the time.
But I wonder how many times you counted the same one.
It's possible that did happen. They were sometimes in the same areas, but I know several times they weren't. I have some videos of them. I guess I'll say hooking up
Why?
because they're right there and you see them and
Okay, we're gonna
you-
get a break.
and you think you know what they're doing, and then
7:13.
you realize what they're doing. You're like, oh my gosh, get a room.
It's 7:13. We're gonna get a break real quick. When we come back, I have a gift for Mike, but I need to go clear some things up real quick. So here's a word from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Well, I mean, I knew what they were doing.
Okay. You still took pictures of it?
Well, you don't see that very often.
Okay.
All right,
it's
we're back. We're back.
7:16.
We're back.
I have found not a lot out about what I was wondering,
Okay.
except that you knew.
That I knew what they were doing. Yes, the snakes we're talking about, correct? Yeah. Okay. Yes. You know,
Why did you take pictures of them?
well, I mean, how many times do you see 3 or 4 snakes together like that? Very rarely. In the wild, even.
And did you zoom in these pictures?
No.
You were close enough to take those pictures?
The creek is below the road,
Okay.
so there's, I'm
So
sitting
you were
up 3 or 4
creeping
feet.
on them.
Well, I'm walking around and, wow, there's the 4 snakes. What are they doing? They really like each other. Or they're wrestling or something,
They're playing leapfrog. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's enough nature
I did
for
not
today.
think that was weird, but apparently it's pretty weird when she says it.
Why? But I don't know.
Well, I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
I don't know. Maybe since you're a wildlife photographer, we'll let you.
Yeah, exactly.
Get away with
Thank
it.
you. Thank you very much. Well, hey, I got a baseball update. Let's get that
Do
real quick
you?
in before we go too far here and lose the opportunity. Sports yesterday in baseball, the Rangers beat the Mariners 7-3. Pittsburgh 3, Arizona 2 in 10. The Orioles won 8-7. The Braves took it on the chin from the Mets 14-3. The Yankees 9, the White Sox 5. Chicago Cubs 7, the St. Louis Cardinals 3, and the Astros over the Angels 6-4. Red Sox stay red hot. They have now won, I think, 22 out of the last 25 games. I mean, that's a good run. They're right back in the race in the American League East. Giants shut out the Brewers 3-0, and the Reds and the Guardians, the Battle of Ohio, was postponed. In first place in the American League East are the Tampa Bay Rays. They have a 2.5 game lead over your Yankees. You're a Yankees fan now, right?
Sure.
Have you always been a Yankees fan?
No,
Not really.
not really.
But you are now.
Sure.
Of course. The White Sox have a 2 game lead over the Guardians. I almost said the Indians again. And the Rangers have a 2 game lead over the Astros in the American League West. In the National League, the Braves have... it's too early to say they withstood the storm, but the Phillies got within 2 games of them, and then they've stumbled and had a little problems here the last 10 games. The Braves played a little bit better. Their lead over Philadelphia is now 5.5. The Marlins won last night, broke a 12-game losing streak. Good for them.
for them.
Yeah, exactly. And the Cubs are 6 games behind the Brewers in the Central Division. The Dodgers are just loaded, and they've won the last 2 World Series. I think they got a really good chance for a three-peat this year.
Yeah.
They have the best record in baseball at 67 wins and 39 losses.
Wow.
So one other piece of sports news I wanted to bring up. You've probably heard it by now. It was a couple days ago. It was announced that basketball player LeBron James signed a 2-year contract with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
This is his 24th season, and I say just his 4th team. When I was growing up, there were no free agents. You signed with a team, you played with that team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they traded you or cut you, you were with that team. And now it's just, some guys they sign 1-year contracts every year.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if they're making $8-10 million. Last year LeBron made $55 million.
That's crazy.
His basketball salary.
Yeah.
Okay. Not counting all of endorsements, was 10 times that amount. He's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. But it's his 24th season, or this next season will be. He said he thought of all the teams. He could go anywhere he wanted to, pretty much. And I guess, I forget what they call it, not like an exception. The NBA has this really funky, strange salary structure. Mm-hmm. They talk about max deals and all this stuff. Well, I think he was eligible for it, but at 42 or 3 or however old he is, he just wasn't going to get that kind of contract anymore.
Yeah.
But he signed for $8 million for 2 years. That's like the steal of the century.
Yeah.
He'll bring in way more than $8 million in additional merchandise and stuff.
Yeah.
And recognition to the 76ers. So,
Well,
thought I'd mention that.
I know you said that the Yankees lost. What do you think they could have worked on? Did you watch it?
The Yankees?
Yeah.
Well, they need good left-handed pitching.
Yeah. What do you think about their hitting?
Oh, every one of the
Their
best.
batting.
Their Judge has always been a really good hitter, Aaron Judge. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hold on.
Wait.
I have your gift.
Oh.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. That was my whole thing.
I love it.
Yes. Pico brought this.
It's George Costanza.
Yes, and Dad. Okay, so I started watching Seinfeld on the way
Did you
to the
see
beach.
this episode?
Dad showed, not to the beach, to Disney. Dad showed me this episode.
Okay.
Yes, and
Don't you
because he
love
was
it?
telling me. No, Pico thought the bat was broke, but it's not. It just sits in his hand, so you'll have
Okay.
to open it to fix it. But it's from that episode where he was teaching the Yankees
Sweet.
how to hit.
I know. You remember one of the lines he had in there was, let me see if I can remember. They like, hey, were you the players asked him because he was like the assistant to the traveling secretary or something like that.
Yeah.
Some made up position, he had. And they said, hey, are you the guy that got us that hotel room in Milwaukee? I don't know what it was, what the problem was in Milwaukee, but apparently they remember it. And he was telling me, he said, hitting is all about timing. And, he was giving them all this advice. And I said, hey, we just won the World Series. He said, yeah, 6 games. Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. Is it a bobblehead?
It is a bobblehead.
It is a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Actually, a George Costanza bobblehead. I've always wanted one.
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you.
you can thank Pico for
I
that.
got one. Thank you,
And
Pico.
before we go to break, I may or may not get in trouble for saying this. He may or may not be back and activated this week.
Oh,
So
excellent.
we'll see.
I hope so.
But in the meantime, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we will have a guest. Yes, we will.
A special
it's
guest.
7:23, so y'all stay tuned. And good morning, Miss Wanda. She commented and said good morning to us.
Good morning, Wanda.
So, y'all stay tuned. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
All right, all right. It's 7:27 here on the Morning Mayhem on Piper Beach Radio. You're watching Taylor and Mike, and we have guests, as you see. We have John and Maya Smitherman with 412 Tabernacle. And we welcome you guys here this morning. Y'all doing good?
Doing great, doing great.
Excellent, excellent. Well, what y'all got going on? I hear maybe some
have a big-
backpacks involved or something coming up.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So yeah, we are planning to do a backpack giveaway for the upcoming school year for students K through 8. And we just wanted to give supplies to families in need, kind of putting us out there, showing us, hey, we're here, we wanted to help you guys out, and just getting that ready so that way students that are coming up this year can have supplies and be equipped for the school year.
Excellent.
I love
Is this the
that.
first time y'all have done this?
This is the very first time we've done this. We are a brand new church plant. So this is the first Southern Baptist plant in the county in 50 years.
How about
Wow.
that?
So
First
we're
one.
the first one that.
Well, that's
so
amazing.
we've had a lot of amazing people to donate already that have given. You know, we are members of Thorsby First Baptist. Pastor Mark Harges and the Thorsby family has been terrific in donations. We've had local businesses donate. We had Deidre from State Farms, and we've had AG Brothers Funeral Home,
Right.
and others. Miss Sue at Clanton Tire. People have donated tremendously. We've had churches that have affiliated with us, like West End Baptist and Clanton First. You know, so we've had in Mount Carmel. Many people have sown into this venture. So we hope to be a blessing to the community.
Oh, it sounds
Yeah.
like you are, and it's just going to grow from here. That's fantastic news. So, how are you guys, besides coming on the air with us, how are you guys getting the word out?
So we're starting to do some local outreach, and like I said, we've done a few partnerships, and I bought a trifold, which is what we've given out for our local support. Now, local support is just ways to partner with us, and like I said, being that we're a new plant, we have a lot of people who are spearheading. One of our most avid avenues is the Chilton Baptist Association, Tyler Island.
Oh, yes.
He has been an integral part of getting us to this point and leading us to this point. But we're going to be doing, this is our very first local community outreach. So we're going to be doing more outreach in North Clanton. I've already reached out to Billy Singleton, who's the councilman over
City
that
councilman,
district. He's over that district. And
Clanton,
so we've talked.
yes, he is.
And then, like I said, and then also on Saturday, we're going to have I've talked to Chief Driver. He's going to be there. He's going to have the fire department there. We're going to do touch a truck, so the kids can have bounce house. We have hot dogs and hamburgers and just
Wow.
ices.
That'll be a
Anything
good
that we
time.
can do to contribute to the community and we just have some fun, but also while helping people that are in need.
Absolutely. School supplies. We just went and did some shopping for our granddaughter. She's going to be a first grader this year at Jefferson
Aw.
Elementary, and
It adds
those
up
lists are
quick.
pretty long. You
Yeah.
know that you know now they're putting out these lists that you get these preschool. So that's probably what you guys based all your stuff on, or what those lists are. You know that they supply the students.
Yes, sir. And my wife has done a tremendous job. And right now, our living room, our foyer, our dining room is kind of mayhem right now because
It's your warehouse. Is that what you're saying?
It is the warehouse. It is the warehouse. And so the ladies of Thorsby First are going to come and
gosh.
help us get through and sort through all these things. They have a social that they get together and they do mission work on a monthly basis. So
Yeah.
they're going to come to the house tonight and help us sort through all those items. But you're right. I mean, she's starting her sophomore year at UAB. So So that she wanted to come on and help promote, but I didn't sort of took over the conversation. But I'm gonna digress and let her have it. So.
Oh no, you guys are working good together. This is your daughter, Maya. Is your daughter? I made a mistake earlier. It was a compliment to you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. Yes,
Well,
sir.
Maya, what can you tell us about all this different stuff you have? I know what school supplies are, but tell us some of the things you have to hand out.
So the main essentials we have regular like composition notebooks, spiral notebooks, binders, pencils. The list goes on, but the main essentials, we have those for students, and of course we have backpacks for the kids as well.
Backpacks.
That is wonderful.
So are these backpacks, how did you acquire them?
One of the churches, I don't know which one, I forgot
Mount
which
Carmel.
one.
Mount
Yes.
Carmel? Okay.
They had contributed a lot of backpacks, both for like the K through 3 and then 4 through 8th. And so we had a huge variety of backpacks to kind of start with.
Yeah.
And that kind of really helped us out getting it started.
I was just thinking of, maybe some saying or scripture or something. I don't know if you could do all that now or not. Is that?
Yeah, so and I'll speak to that.
Yeah, okay.
She has it. So our church, name of our church is 412 Tabernacle. So that comes from Hebrews 4:12. Hebrews 4:12 says, "For the word of God is a living word; it is powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword." So we were that's where we derived from. So we believe that we should be active and alive in the community and will, and our mission statement is live on mission. And so we believe, because in the Great Commission, Jesus says, go out and make disciples. But we have to be in the community. We have to be eyes. We have to be eyes. We have to be feet. We have to be hands in the community, making sure that people know that we are part of supporting the community.
That's right.
Man, that is so good. And that's this Saturday. What are the times?
We're starting at 11 and hoping to end by 4.
Okay. Well,
And tell everybody where y'all are, because I didn't
One
know
more
either
time.
until you told us.
So we'll be at 3806 7th Street North, Clanton, Alabama. That's north on 31. For anybody who knows Clanton, it'll be what used to be, what is still Carl's One Stop, with a church below Carl's One Stop. And for the older generation that really knows, Richard Mote's Tire Shop used to be right there off of the property. A lot of people was like, man, he's dating himself. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, exactly. I remember it.
But the name, the church, what used to be Lomax First Baptist, is the church that we are acquiring. That's where we're going to locally be. So y'all come out and fellowship with us. Like I said, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have bounce houses and whatever. Just 3806 7th Street North, Clayton, Alabama.
You got your cooks lined up?
Yeah, I got some cooks lined up. Got some men that say they love to grill hamburgers and hot dogs. So
I bet they do.
Yeah, so we
That sounds
looking
like so
forward.
much
We're
fun.
looking forward to it.
Hard to beat a fresh hot dog or hamburger off the grill.
That's right.
And so, but we don't know. This is the thing. We don't know exactly how long this is gonna last. My wife said this is gonna go kind of fast.
Yeah.
So we may not. She said it's gonna go really extremely fast. So people gonna come and go through. So, but we want people to come spend a little time in fellowship, spend time and get to know who lives in the community. So
Well, feeding them is a good way
Absolutely.
to do it. Absolutely.
That's how I got this size.
And can our listeners find you on Facebook?
Well, we're starting to get our services. We hadn't done an official service in there. We're doing renovations in the space right now. But we do have a Facebook page. It's 412 Tabernacle, and you can find us on Facebook. But if you're looking for us in person, you have to come to Thorsby First Baptist. That's where we're at right now. But we're getting ready. Hopefully by mid-September, we should be in the space having services, which we'll do. Tuesday nights we'll do our Bible study, and on Thursday night we do prayer, and then hopefully by mid to late September we should start actual Sunday services in the location.
And will you be the pastor
I
there?
am the pastor. Yes.
Wonderful.
I
That
am
is
the pastor,
fantastic.
yes.
I'm so
Yes,
glad.
I appreciate it.
Really glad you guys could come. Is
Absolutely.
there anything that we haven't talked about this event that you'd like to add, or? Well,
I feel like we basically covered it.
Yeah.
well,
It's
you've
just
got your
been a lot.
volunteers all lined up.
And if anybody else wants to come volunteer, this is a community event, so we're looking. We've asked for about 25 volunteers, which we had a lot of. Like I said, I can't talk enough about Pastor Mark and Thorsby First, because they volunteered in so many facets.
Godly man, righteous man.
They've given in so many ways, and we got other events that are going along. I know that are going on that same day. But if anybody wants to come volunteer, please come volunteer.
And it starts at
Yeah.
11.
It starts at 11.
11. and
11
then-
to 4.
So you'll be probably ready to feed people right at 11 then.
We'll
You got to be, don't you?
Volunteers, if you volunteer, need to be there at 9 o'clock.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds great.
Well, definitely find them on Facebook, 412 Tabernacle, to keep up with updates. And then Saturday, August the 1st, this Saturday, they'll be there from 11 to 4, right off 31 in Lomax. So
Exactly.
thank y'all so much for coming
much
and
for
seeing
coming on
us.
today.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having us.
It is 7:36. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have another guest from the Chilton Chamber. Rachel's coming on with us. So y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is 7:43. It's Tuesday, July the 28th. It's about 75 degrees outside, but it feels a lot hotter. And we have Rachel with us. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you're with Chilton Chamber, of course, for those of y'all that don't know. What kind of updates are we doing today?
We have a lot going on right now. We actually have a ribbon cutting today in Maplesville, Main Street Social.
Yes.
They have ice cream, coffee, dirty sodas, sweets, all kind of things like that. So we will be doing a ribbon cutting for them at 11 a.m. and celebrating Hannah's birthday. So we are super excited to have that in Maplesville because now you can leave Valley Grande, just run over and get you a dessert or stop
That's
by and
right.
have
I
a
read
quick
about this
treat.
place.
Yeah. It is super cute too. I mean, she's done a lot of hard work, and so we're excited about this. So
I love that.
We have that today, and then this afternoon, Suits Me will be hosting Surrendered Ministries. They're going to be doing the book signing, the Freedom Book Tour from 4 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
That's Justin,
yes.
right, Taylor? That we
Yes.
just talked about.
That is
the
right.
last segment.
Yes, and he, he brought the message on the Praise and Worship Night at Peach Jam. So we're excited about this for him. And then tomorrow we got another ribbon cutting. So this will be at Adoration Health. That's 222 7th Street South, and I think they used to be Suncrest Home Health.
Okay.
So we'll be doing a ribbon cutting for them at 11:30 a.m.
So 7th Street South, Highway 31.
Yes.
Just to make sure everybody knows.
Well, apparently, I don't know road numbers or names.
Yeah.
So I just put that in.
You go with it?
And yep,
Put it
even
in your
when it's
GPS?
somewhere, yes, even when it's really close,
Like 3
or
blocks
I've-
away?
or I've been there a lot of times, I still put it in, and that's best for everybody.
I like it when it says you will arrive in 45 seconds. Go ahead.
Or when it gives you the walking directions. And
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Well, this morning I actually had to put it, even put in Piper Peach, not because I didn't know how to get here. I do remember this, although I did pass it last time. But I have to make sure that I've got enough time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got behind somebody pulling an excavator, and we did not get over 40 miles an hour on Highway 22 all the way from Maplesville.
Man.
So I was like, I'm gonna be on time today. And
Not today.
And I just come in by
well,
the
that's
skin of
all
my
right.
teeth.
You're
So-
here, and that's the main thing.
That's right. Let's see. Then July the 30th, there will be the new leadership class, the new Chilton leadership. We'll have a meet and greet at 5:30 at Riverbank. So if you're a former alumni or if you're in this new class, then come out for that, and everybody will get to know each other. And
I've always wondered how you recruited people for that, or do you recruit, or how does that work?
We kind of recruit. We just kind of share that applications are open. If there's somebody that we know of that's kind of up and coming, and you can tell that they want to be involved and they're trying to figure it out, then we might go out and say, hey, would you like to be a part of leadership? This year, we're actually going to have the largest class to date this year. I think we've got 24 in this class.
That's wonderful.
So yeah, and when we started it back, the leadership had been going on for a long time, and then there was a pause for a while, and we just now got it started back. I think this is the third, maybe fourth class. So when we started back, I went through the class, and as much as I thought I knew about Chilton County, I realized I did not. But we have like a history day, we have a quality of life day that we go, like there's a government day, there's an education day. So we just learn about the way each of our municipalities work, how the school system works, and learn a lot of Chilton County history. And so it's and then you make friendships within that class that will last forever. And then each class has a community project, so they pick something that they want to do, and they all work together and raise the funds and put in the work to improve something throughout the county.
Fantastic.
So
I love that.
you leave it better than you found it.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah.
So did you get to attend the dedication at the courthouse a couple
I
weeks
did
ago?
not, because that was right after Peach Jam, so I was.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Like that weekend after, like the Monday after
Yes,
or something.
so I hit the beach the very next day after Peach Jam, and I stayed for a week.
We
so-
can't blame you.
Yeah,
I think I remember you saying you were going to do that. It
Yes.
seems like I recall. With,
I hated to
we had
miss
you and
it,
Lydia
but
on, and you were talking
I
about
really
it
needed that. I
right
really needed
before.
that.
Yeah.
I bet you did. That was the pictures I saw were something. We were not able to come down, but man, there was a lot of
And
folks here.
they have a box, in there when you walk in the courtroom, so it's going to be like a time capsule. So if you have things that you think would be, good to include in a time
wow.
capsule, you
I
can
didn't know
take it
about
there.
that.
I did not know
I
that.
think that's
Really
really
cool.
neat. And I don't know what the date is that they've, decided for, I guess, for digging up, but
Yeah.
I think that's neat to have.
Oh,
That is neat to have.
How about that? Well, that's fantastic. So,
Yeah. Well, then we're getting right into time for school to start, and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of our businesses, they have sales going on, getting everybody ready. But I know Elite Salon is going to be doing free back to school haircuts on August the 3rd.
do you have to be a student to get one of those free haircuts?
They might make an exception.
Well,
I
I just
don't know.
wondered,
But that'll be just from 9 to 11. But they'll have little treats and everything out there. So I know that helps a lot of people.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
adds up really
does.
getting kids ready
Everything
for
does.
school.
Yes, it
and
does.
so thankful for them for doing that. And August the 1st, LCJ's Children's Boutique is having a ribbon cutting and grand opening, and they have the cutest little clothes for kids. And so they're going to have
Aw.
a bounce house, and they're going to have free Italian ice and snacks.
Man.
First 50
Wow.
kids get like a backpack with supplies and things like that. So my grandson's starting pre-K this year, so I've
Aw.
already went in. I'm like, I have to stop coming in here.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, I think he's got a new outfit for every day of the school year. But
Hey,
that's okay.
covered.
That's all right.
That's not a bad thing.
No.
I mean,
And it's really affordable, and it's super cute. So.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So y'all come out on August 1st, and y'all buy it before I do.
we took. It was a tradition in my family growing up, Rachel, where my grandparents would take us and get us school clothes. And so typically my grandmother would take us up to Bezits and Parisian, and then Parisian.
Showing your age there.
Parisian. I know I
Showing mine
am.
too, though.
I know I am. Parisian put a store in Vestavia. That was like their first venture outside downtown Birmingham. And so that was kind of neat. You could kind of go a little bit less driving. But we have been doing the same thing with our granddaughter. We took her to get clothes, and now she's going into the first grade, and so she's pretty involved in what clothes she likes and what clothes she doesn't.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not- you don't just go buy a bunch of clothes and take them to her, because that doesn't work. I tried that.
Yeah, girls start that really early. They
Yeah.
get an idea and an opinion on their taste, and it starts early, and you really don't argue with it.
No, you
That's
just
a battle
run with it. You run
Yeah.
with it. And
Little boys don't care as much, and sometimes that's a battle you don't fight either, because if they want to wear milk boots and a shirt backwards, you just let them.
But when
That's
we
right.
got her home and she started doing I said, let's do a fashion show. You know? And to see her sashay, and that's what she was doing, was not walking. But she's like, you like this dress, G Daddy? You know, I'm like, oh, it's so lovely, looks so good on you, whatever. It's so much fun to be able. I'm glad we can do it, of course, and able to do it, because it is expensive and
Yeah.
it does
Yes.
add up very quickly.
Yes.
And you can see why folks like 412 Tabernacle are doing this backpack giveaway to help families meet some of those costs.
Yes, and like
Yeah.
Surrendered Ministries did the shoe drive and
Yeah.
the shoe giveaway, and it's just it's a great thing to have people that care so much about our community
That's
and
right.
and our kids, and to make sure that they have the best start, because sometimes they're just getting started and they don't know that they don't have things. They don't know. And so if you can give them that best start and they don't have to know, it makes it all the better.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. Well, it's just exciting to be able to think about. When I don't know about y'all, but when it was school, the summer was over, I had that moment where it was almost tears. It was like, man, where did the summer go? But then you get back, and then all of a sudden you run into people that you hadn't seen all summer.
Yeah.
And it's like,
get to
man,
see
how
their
you
friends.
doing? Exactly. And so it quickly forget about
Yes.
that part.
I know
But-
my son's 16, and school it's not his favorite.
Yeah.
And so it's a struggle for both of us during the year. But my mom asked him the other day, "So, are you ready for school to start back?" He's like, "I mean, kind of, because I miss seeing seeing everybody every day."
Yeah.
I said, "All right, you better keep that energy, buddy, because we'll see when it gets. I know he wants to get back and socialize, but you do realize you go there for something else.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gotta go back to work.
Education. That's right.
My favorite about starting back to school was always going buying the new clothes and then doing a fashion show afterwards. Like, how do you like
There you
this? How do you
go.
like this? I loved that, but now I can't get him to do that.
Yeah.
Aw,
You know,
no fun.
my brother and I, we didn't do that. We had no fashion shows. But my mom was really good about putting, I guess I'll say, colors together. Because I once had some purple pants. They were corduroy purple with a little trim. And she convinced me that a red, white, and blue shirt would look great with it. And it did. And so that was one.
I would like to see a photo of this.
That was that was a long time ago. I don't know if there is any photographic evidence, but it was not the kind of pair of pants that you could wear a whole lot with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she figured out a shirt that would go with it. Probably because I was young, I didn't know. It was probably on sale. You know what I mean? It was really marked down, and probably for a good reason. But I just remember those purple corduroys.
Sounds
I was
like your
styling.
style.
I was
Core
styling.
memory there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Styling and profiling.
I want you to go back and find that picture.
I don't
think
think
that
there
should be
is
shared.
one. Sorry. I think I actually did wear it to get my school picture in, but all you can see is the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm super
Man.
excited about football getting started.
Oh,
back
No,
too.
it's not
That's
long
right.
now.
And everybody's got their new stadiums.
Yeah.
I know it. Isn't that something?
Yeah, I
Hey.
think we get to we're you can purchase the center seats at Isabella, and so everybody kind of looks and sees where they want. And my friend joked and said they're all looking to see where I pick, so they know where not to
not to
pick.
get.
Okay.
Are you kind of like a really involved fan? Like,
Yeah,
do you speak,
yeah.
do you speak to the officials?
I do, and to the coaches, and to the players.
boy.
My son is not my only child on that. All of those boys are mine. They are mine.
That's the way you feel
and
about
I
it.
know that I know their potential, and I want to see it. And so most people that listen to games on the radio, they say, "We heard you." And my dad says he never has to ask me, "Where are you sitting?" Because he just follows the sound. I do usually lose my voice at the beginning of baseball and football season.
Well, that's good.
The
Well, we
first
have,
week, but then it comes back. But I gotta get it conditioned. You know?
Yeah.
We're going to be broadcasting, I think, 3 or 4 games from Isabella this season. And I'm excited.
may
We got to tour it the other day with Coach Leonard.
Yes, yeah.
And boy, that was fun.
Yeah.
You know.
We're super excited about it.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm glad. My best friend's son is senior this year. My son's a junior, and so we're just excited that they get to play together in this new stadium. You know, one time, and so because they've been playing since they were 4 years old together.
That's neat.
Aw.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about it. To say I won super fan. I did.
Did you get an award for that?
I got a shirt.
A shirt.
Wow.
Hey.
You may need to train your voice. Kind of like people train for marathons, you know? Should probably start
That
on
first
that
game
now.
is my training.
Yeah.
Because after that, it's all back.
But it's not as strong.
It comes
It's
back.
just I'm loud anyway, but that first game, I've had this off season.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
And it just, when I tell you I scream.
You get to practice and
You're
train.
I
Practice
guess you say
with the
you're
practice.
into it.
I'm very into it.
There you go. Exactly.
Very into it. That's
Well, I can't wait for that. Or
Yeah.
get to broadcast from the booth there.
Yeah.
And there's super fan Rachel Martin down there on row 2.
I say, if you see me there, that Rachel and Chamber Rachel, we're not the same.
Different Rachel.
We're different Rachels.
Okay.
Because I probably make some people mad, but
It happens.
I need you to get into it like I'm into it.
Yeah.
Everybody should be that into
You
it.
did say people were asking what
She's-
section you were in so that they might.
People literally do come. Oh, is Rachel sitting there? All right, I'm gonna move. And they will, if they accidentally sit near me, they're like this
Oh,
the
man.
whole time. Somebody offered me a bullhorn one time. They were like, "Oh, not you! No, you're louder than that."
Rachel would be the one sending out what to wear to everyone if she was on the Alabama committee. That's her.
That's we were talking about that. You heard about that? The Alabama's suggesting to their fans they wear certain colors at certain games.
Okay.
Auburn's been doing it for a long time, and some of the Bama fans did not react very well.
They're not
to
liking it. I said those are probably the people that didn't dress up at homecoming week.
Yeah. Well, see, our cheerleaders dictate that. They've already got it.
Okay, so
They're
y'all
like,
do that
this
too.
week is this, but I don't dress. I don't if it is camouflage week or neon week. I don't really do that. The student section does. I've just got my black and gold everything. I have gold pants. I have a gold
Look
skirt.
at
I mean,
you.
I got shoes. I got all of the Isabella. If they ever change colors,
You're gonna be in
I'm
for
gonna be
it.
in trouble.
You'd be donating a lot of that stuff somewhere, huh? Mm-hmm. How
Well, I
about
love
that?
that.
I'm a super fan, and even before my son was actually out there on the field for high school, I was. That's
You're
how I
still a
was.
super fan.
Well, recap
You're
for us one
committed.
more time about all what you got going on this next few days.
Ribbon cutting today, 11 a.m. in Maplesville, Main Street Social. The book signing this afternoon, 4 to 6, that suits me. Ribbon cutting tomorrow, Adoration Health. 30th, Leadership Meet and Greet. August 1st, ribbon cutting at LCJ's with First 50 getting a backpack, snacks, bounce house. August 3rd, free haircuts at Elite.
Sweet. Look at all that. And you just did that in about 30 seconds.
Yes.
So we could have cut that segment a lot shorter if we wanted to, huh?
No, he told me I had to go for an hour, so, I can keep it going.
No, I wanted to say a minute ago when you were talking about being a super fan, I was thinking of the lady who was in The Blind Side.
I know that's
No,
what I
it was
thought of
really-
too.
But yeah, they don't keep a phone on them down there though, so you can't
Yeah,
call and
that's-
say run the dang ball.
That's
No,
what
but
I
I
was
will
gonna
yell
ask
run
you.
the dang ball.
Ah.
Now somebody said one time, you don't think that Brody can hear you when he's down there on that field with that helmet on, do you? And I said, son, can you hear me? Yes, ma'am. We can all hear you. Yes, ma'am. We can all hear you.
Actually, I think it was probably a little bit different the way that sounded. How did it actually sound? Can you do that for us?
The run the dang ball.
Yeah, something like that.
That's not really my. I sometimes I'm like, throw the dang ball. Hey, tell him to throw it.
Well, I think it's supposed to be Mike Baker says she is Leanne Toohey from Blindside Isabella version.
Yes, and look, so I'm on like the Mustang Athletic Club, on the Booster Club too, on the board, and the
Mustang Feast. You still do that?
We do that every year. That's one of our best fundraisers. But they don't give me a field pass.
Oh,
You know, a lot of people.
no fair.
Even in youth league, I couldn't have one. But they were afraid I would actually go on the field. Not for just let me help do something. I mean, I'd help do something, but they don't. They're like, how about you just stay up there?
Like if there was a breakaway, looked like your opponent was going to score a touchdown, they thought you might.
No, just
stick
like
your leg
maybe,
out there and try to chip
sometimes
somebody.
people get a little chippy and things like that, and
At
so
the high school football games,
Never.
it surprises me.
you know, and if it's a little, like I said, they're all mine, and if I need to come down there and whip you, I will.
Yeah. I have a feeling that she would do it, and I'm really glad that she's my friend.
My son is like he's 6'4", and so like when I'm getting on to him, I'm like, and he just yes, ma'am.
Boy, you really are Leanne Toohey from The Blind Side. Because her boy was, big guy too.
She said, "Don't make me go get my ladder."
Yeah, exactly.
I will stand in a chair so fast if I need to. But like I said, he could shut me up real quick. But he doesn't. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, good
What
for
a
him.
respectful young guy.
Yes, he's probably been on the. Never mind. We won't
Yeah,
talk about the
he's on-
receiving end of anything
It's
at the Martin household.
It's taught. It's a respect is kind of taught.
Absolutely.
And
As it should be.
And I think it has to be expected.
Exactly.
That's
you
right.
expect it
Yes.
to do it, and when they don't do it,
Yes.
you let them know. All right.
That is right.
Well, Taylor.
Well, Chilton Chamber is on Facebook, so if you missed any of the things happening, they can find it on y'all's page.
That's right.
Or on the website. So we have been here with Rachel. We've heard about all the fun things, all the serious things, and now it's time for us to quit talking about things. So it is 8:03. You've been tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. It's Tuesday, so we'll be back tomorrow on Wednesday. See you bright and early at 6 a.m.